Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. Exciting day today because, as promised, I do have that one more new team for you guys, which we will get into in just a second here. So our first match with the team today is going to be against KBO. So, yeah, there you can see our new team. A lot of familiar faces from Pokemon games past. So we got the Weezing, the Jinx, the Politoed, the Kecleon, and the Electivire, and then we have one Pokemon we've never used before, that is the Mawile. So a little bit of a lower tier team here. That is what I enjoy playing most, and it seems to be what you guys enjoy watching most. So yeah, gonna go ahead and have some fun with it and see what we can do. Looking at the opponent's team, it looks to be pretty strong and pretty intimidating. A lot of powerhouses on there, potentially, so should be a good first test for the team. So we want to go ahead and make a note of that team. And yeah, then we have to decide what we want to lead with here. So, I think we're actually going to go with the Weezing this time. And we'll see how that works out. And also, we did make some adjustments to the audio and video settings, so hopefully things might be a little better for you guys. So, yeah, he's going to go ahead and lead with the Latias, as I lead with the Weezing. So that's obviously not a great matchup for us. So yeah, I think we're going to switch out right away here, and we're just going to switch directly into the Mawile. No reason to try and play around or do anything risky early. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and come in with that. And he's just going to go straight for the Psychic early. So going to do actually quite a bit of chip damage there. And he is going to get the special defense drop too. So that's actually really bad for us. Because with that special defense drop, I don't think we can take a second one, unfortunately. So, yeah, I think the best thing we can actually do, even though he may not want to stay in, is just try to Sucker Punch. So, because, yeah, I don't think we can take another one of those. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and Sucker Punch. And, yeah, he's not going to stay in, so that's bad news, as he's going to go switch into the Charizard. So, yeah, we're going to Sucker Punch, obviously not going to do anything. So yeah, that is not a great start to the game for us at all. Again, we're going to be forced to switch here. I think the best option we have is to go ahead and switch to the Politoed. So that's what we're going to do. So there it is. And we are going to get the Drizzle to go ahead and make it rain on the battlefield, of course. And, yeah, Charizard going to go for the Flamethrower. And, yeah, that's not going to do much of anything to us at all. We are max HP. The rain is up. And, yeah, then we're going to almost heal off that entire amount of damage with the leftovers. So that's good. So, yeah, I can't imagine he's going to want to stay in on this matchup. But what is he going to want to switch into is the question. He does have a couple of options, but I think we're actually just going to play it safe here and go Scald in the rain, see what he wants to do. And so yeah, he is not going to want to stay in on that matchup, and he's going to switch directly into the Sceptile, which I kind of thought he would do, but didn't want to make any risks. So we're going to hit this thing with a Scald in the rain. We are max special attack as well, and that is going to do quite a bit of damage to this thing, actually knocking it to a little above half, and then we are going to regain the rest of our HP with the leftovers. So, unfortunately, we definitely can't stay in on this matchup, so we're going to be forced to switch again. I think we're just going to go back to the Weezing here, see what he wants to do. So, there it is. And he is going to go for a Leech Seed. He actually misses, so that's pretty good for us. So yeah, now we kind of have another decision ahead of us. We could try to take this thing out with a Sludge Bomb, or we could try to set up some Toxic Spikes. The Toxic Spikes don't look super useful, honestly, in this match. So, but even so, he does have a couple of threats that it would cripple. So I think we are actually just going to. He may not stay in as well. So I think we are gonna go ahead and try to throw a layer of Toxic Spikes up here, as he is not going to want to stay in. So he's going to go ahead and switch to the Latias once again. And yeah, we are going to throw that first layer of toxic spikes up on him, which is good. So yeah, definitely not going to want to stay on this matchup once again, but unfortunately, once again, we don't have, aside from the Mawile, which took a ton of damage, we don't have a lot of great options here. Still, I think the Mawile is probably the best bet, so we're going to go ahead and switch directly to that again. Can't do that too many more times, but we're going to give it a shot. Maybe he changes course, who knows. So we come in with that. He does just go Psychic again, unfortunately, and that is going to knock us all the way down to the red. We do survive, thankfully, and that will be it for the rain. So, yeah, unfortunately, we only have pretty much one attack in us. So we could try to Sucker Punch. He may not want to stay in, so this is going to be a risk either way, unfortunately. But I think we're going to actually play rough this time. We're going to try to predict him to switch out again, and since he knows we have the Sucker Punch, and we're going to play rough here, and he does stay in, so that sucks. So he got it right. We got a prediction wrong, unfortunately, and the Psychic is going to take out the Mawile and knock us down to 5, so that is definitely bad news for us. He may very well be choice locked into the Psychic, though, so I think with that in mind, we might want to try to do something here. I think with that in mind, we are actually going to attempt to bring in the Jinx. I think that's the best play we have right now. So we're going to go ahead and switch in Jinx. And so he may very well, I think he might be choice itemed here. I don't know for sure, obviously, but we're going to have to try and make another risk here, and I think the risk is the risk worth it, though? That is the question. Yeah, I think we have to take a chance here, so we're going to try to nasty plot here, as we actually outspeed him, and he does stay in, so that's interesting. We get the nasty plot to get a sharp special attack increase here, as he goes for a Thunder Wave and lands that to paralyze us, so that's kind of interesting. Kind of surprised about that turn of events, but yeah, that's not great. We are sitting at +2 though, so I think the best thing we can do is fire off an Ice Beam. Hope we don't get full parried. He is of course going to go Draco Meteor. He actually misses, which is pretty good for us, as we go for the Ice Beam at +2, and that is going to definitely get rid of that Latias clean one shot and knock him down to 5. So that is definitely what we needed to get a little bit of momentum back here. So yeah, we'll see what he wants to bring in response to that. Only unfortunate thing is the Jinx is paralyzed, so we're not going to be outspeeding much of anything, and we do have the chance for the full para. Although we do still have the Focus Sash intact, so he does come back in with the Charizard. Now we kind of have a decision to make once again here. You know, I think knowing that we have the Focus Sash intact, we're actually going to stay in here and try to fire off a Psychic on this thing at +2. We don't want the +2 to go to waste here. He is definitely going to outspeed us, hit the Flamethrower, and that is of course going to knock us all the way down to the Focus Sash, but we do survive because of it. And we do get the Psychic, thankfully no full para there, so we hit the Charizard +2 Psychic, and that is going to one-shot the Charizard, knocking him down to 4. So Jinx putting in some work there, getting us back in the game, which is of course what we want to see. So that is great. Unfortunately though, now he is going to come in with the Sceptile, and he is going to get poisoned. One of his only 2 Pokemon that will, which is good. So yeah, there's no point in trying to switch Jinx out at this point, so we're just going to go ahead and click Ice Beam here, as he is just going to go Energy Ball, and we will definitely obviously not survive that from that range, so Jinx is going to go down, knocking us to 4, but Jinx definitely did its job there, getting us back in the game, as the Sceptile going to take some poison damage. So I think we are definitely going to want to come back in with the Weezing here. And yeah, now that the Latios is gone, that is obviously great news for us. So I can't imagine he's going to want to stay in on this matchup, but the only question is, what is he going to want to bring in to face this thing? Let's see. Not 100% sure. But yeah, I can't imagine he's going to want to stay in, so I think we're actually just going to go ahead and click Fire Blast here. I think it's the safest move. So he is going to indeed switch as we thought, and he's going to come in with the Gliscor. That's kind of what I was thinking he would do. So he comes in with that. We go Fire Blast. We do connect, and that does take this thing down by almost half, and we get the burn actually. So that is great news for us, because now he's going to take that burn damage, and now if he is the Toxic Orb set, it is not going to activate to poison this thing. So that is actually perfect. That's exactly what we needed. We do have Levitate, so I think we just actually stay in here and we Fire Blast this thing again, since we know it can't Earthquake, as he's going to go Roost to heal the damage off, so that's a little unfortunate. But he is going to go ahead and heal himself back to nearly full with that. We're going to go for another Fire Blast. We do connect with this one, and that will knock him a little below half, and then he is going to take some burn damage once again. So unfortunately, if we play this game, eventually we are going to miss a Fire Blast eventually, so I don't think we want to play this game, so I think we are going to actually switch out into the Politoed here. He's actually going to switch as well, which is a little interesting, not wanting to play the game himself either. So he's going to switch in the Snorlax and take that poison on the Snorlax as we switch into the Politoed. So interesting turn of events there. We do get the Drizzle to make it rain once again here. So the Snorlax is also going to take some poison damage here. So yeah, interesting turn of events. Not sure exactly what we want to do now, because the Snorlax is obviously very specially defensive. It is poison, but we do have the rain up. So interesting turn of events here. We could definitely try to get some damage on this thing. Politoed does look kind of useful, but at the same time, you know, I think we don't have... I'm not sure we have a great switch to Snorlax right now. Not sure what he wants to do. So you know what? I think we're just going to stay in and Scald him, see what he wants to do here. We do outspeed. We're going to hit him with the Scald, max special attack, and the Rain. Doesn't do that much damage regardless. He's going to go Curse, actually, which is not great, but actually not terrible for us, because he is going to get the speed drop and then the attack and defense increases as well. He is going to regain some HP with the Leftovers. And yeah, then he's going to go ahead and take some poison damage, which will put him about right at half. So now that we know he's going to Curse up, we're going to go ahead and go for an Encore here, and we're going to hit that Encore to lock him into Curse, which is exactly what we need right now. So he's going to be stuck into Curse, getting those attack and defense increases simultaneously with those speed drops, so he's not going to be able to actually attack us. So that's exactly what we need for several turns here, while we can chip this thing down. So he's going to go ahead and do Leftovers and Poison end of turn procedures, which he is losing a little more from the poison than he is gaining from the Leftovers, which is great news for us. So we're going to go ahead and fire off another Scald on this thing here, now that he is locked into Curse. And yeah, he could switch out. He may very well want to do that at this point, but yeah, I think nothing that he has left, or not much that he has left, is going to appreciate a Scald in the Rain. So indeed, he does go for the switch, and he is going to come back in with the Sceptile. So we're going to go ahead and Scald this thing, which is not going to be quite enough to take it out, actually, but the poison damage is going to be enough to go ahead and finish the Sceptile off and knock him down to 3. So that is obviously great for us. So definitely turning the tide of this battle here, as now he is going to come back in with the Gliscor. And so yeah, now this is actually pretty good for us, because he's probably, although he is probably going to want to roost up here, unfortunately. So he has to know we have the Ice Beam on deck. So if he does roost, the Scald will do more damage, so I think we actually just stay the course here and go Scald again, so that's what we do. And he's actually going to go ahead and forfeit there. So, yeah. Realizing that he's probably not going to take the win there, just going to go ahead and forfeit. So yeah, I mean, we're going to get the win there, 4-3 over KBO. That was a pretty hard-fought game, honestly. I would have liked to see it to the end. Typically, I don't like it when people decide to forfeit, especially with that much of the game left. But he was still in a pretty bad position, given everything that had occurred. So we were on track to probably win that one, but yeah, we don't know exactly what would have happened. But yeah, still really hotly contested match nonetheless. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So that's it, and we'll see you next time.